I got everybody right here. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the live show. I've got everybody here, so I'm sorry if I'm a little discombobulated. Garrett and I are still trying to decide dinner, so that's a fun thing. If anyone has any suggestions, please post them in the comments. We could use the help. So we'll start off as just the two of us right now. Lee's going to be joining us in a little bit, but Tiffany's sick, so best wishes to Tiffany to be feeling better soon. But what are you reading tonight, Storm?
I have two books on the docket today. I figured we do two sprints. I got two books. So
there you go.
I have Nessie Quest by Melissa Savage. And she's the one that wrote that Karma Moon Ghost Hunter. Okay.
Oh, nice. Yes.
She wrote this one. And I'm doing this one for one of the prompts for Lee's prompts. It's to team up with strangers or whatever.
Okay.
So she's in, her parents make her go to Scotland for the summer. She would rather go to Disney World for vacation.
Hello.
I would rather go to Scotland myself.
Scotland, yeah, right, yeah.
But so she's gonna be there for like the whole month, or the whole summer with her family because her dad's got a job there. And
oh, nice.
She's kind of a writer. She wants to write, and I have a feeling she's going to meet a couple of kids there, and they're going to try to find, whatever the Loch Ness monster or whatever. Try to.
That sounds so good.
There's a boat tour that's called the Nessie Quest. So.
Okay.
And then the next one I have is I finished an ER middle grade that I had, so now I'm trying to get through another one, and so it's called Field of Screams by Wendy Paris, and it's a ghost story. So.
Fun. Did you ever read Karma Moon or whatever it was?
Actually, I read that last month or the month.
Oh, okay.
Around there. I read it.
I read a middle grade spooky book before you did.
Yeah, I know. And I had it on my radar because I remember you talking about it and how much you liked it. And I didn't think I'd read that author before. And I was like, I need to look up other books that she has. And I looked up and I was like, wait, I've read a book from her before. It was called I think Lemons or something like that.
Okay.
And it was a contemporary middle grade book that she had written. And so, yeah.
Nice. I'm also getting in on the middle grade. I just started today The Sisters of Luna Island by Stacey Hackney. Oh, yeah. I do have it on audio. I do have it on Kindle because, of course, I have it on all the things. I'm only like a chapter into it, but I'm actually getting Practical Magic vibes from it, movie, because it's the three sisters and their mother. She does this like smell magic. And at the beginning of the book, this woman shows up at the front door and she's like, I need your help. My husband can't find a job. Can you help? And it just reminded me of the ants in Practical Magic, like helping the neighbors and stuff like that. So something happened and the girls have been shunned and they live on this island, but the two older sisters are going to high school off the island and now she's left by herself. So yeah, so far I'm liking it. So it's cute. And then for the second sprint, because as you said, 2 sprints, 2 books, The Mystery of the Tolling Bell by Carolyn Keene, a nice Nancy Drew. Should be fun for that one. And I do the one I've talked about, Penelope Heaven, who does the audio stuff on YouTube. She narrates this one. Oh, cool. So I was listening to this a little bit today. So that's probably what I'm going to do for the second sprint as well. She does a good job. I really think she does a good job. So let's see what everybody else is reading. It's middle grade. Hi, everyone. I'm currently reading Ghostlight by Kenneth Opel tonight. I'm 15%. I just started it. Ooh, fun, Amy.
The unofficial
group read. So, funny story on that one. So, I picked up from the library on Wednesday. So, I wasn't just going to go in and pick up a book. I had to look at other books, too. So, I had it and I'm walking around the kids section. And this little girl, probably about 8, she's standing beside me. She looks at me, she goes, are you borrowing that book? Like this in this little tiny voice, right? I said, yes. It's really good. I think you're going to like it, she says.
That's cute.
And then her mom says to me, she says, I tell her not to talk to strangers. And then the little girl goes, but mommy, she has a book. And I'm like, yeah, so that's how you determine who's a good stranger. How'd they lure you into the van? Books.
Yeah.
Hi, Danielle. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, Alicia. Hello, everyone. Currently reading Crenshaw by Catherine Applegate. Middle grade. Not sure what book this falls under, but it's been on my TBR forever. Is she the one who wrote the Ivan book?
I don't know. I've heard of her, but I'm looking at the cover and I'm trying to decide where it might fit in. I don't know. It's an imaginary cat. It's a big cat.
Ooh, like
It sounds cute. It sounds cute.
Again, these are just adding things to the TBR, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Annie. Hi, all. Reading Jane Austen Investigates, The Abbey Mystery by Julia Golding. Excellent.
Yeah, she did the one and only Ivan. Yeah.
I thought so. Okay, I knew I recognized the name. Hi, Cav. I'm planning on a cozy mystery blitz this weekend, and I'm starting out with Which Way Out by Kate Conti. Very nice.
Cool.
Very nice. Hi, Barbara. Welcome. How far are you into the And the Ladies of the Club? We must know. Tiffany wants to know what people are having for dinner. I want to know how far you are in that book. Hi, Purple Rainhearts. Hello. Got 53 pages left of Dangerous Alterations. So I'll be finishing that. And then on to Death by Dumpling. Yay! I love that series. Kindle, hello. Happy Friday, y'all. Just finished on Borrowed Crime, Jane Doe Mystery Book 1. And we'll start Megan Quinn's new book, Vacation Wars. It's on Kindle Unlimited, audio, and book. I love that author. She's fantastic. Did you make a decision, dear? Oh. He's got his watch with the sun and he's playing with the cats.
Just get Chinese. That's my always go-to thing.
Just get Chinese. Yeah, we should. He's like, check your phone. What's he sending me? Sorry. Oh, the pickle barrel. Oh, okay. That sounds good.
What is the pickle?
Give me 5 minutes and I can place my order. Okay, dear? All righty. You go watch hockey. Thank you. But yeah, no, I love Megan Quinn. I read the Highland one by her, which I really, really enjoyed. It was really good. Nadine, hi everyone. I'm reading Mastering the Art of French Murder by Colleen Cambridge, #1 in An American in Paris. So far, I'm enjoying it, set in Paris just after World War II.
Oh, that's good because I have that kind of on my watch list. I'm kind of curious about that.
Is it a mystery?
I think it might be. I mean, it sounds like one with Mastering the Art of French Murder, but I don't know.
Rent a French Murder, yeah. Interesting. Hi, Hannah. Hi, I'm reading Happy Place by Emily Henry. It's so good so far. Oh, and Hannah, my mom also read Happiness for Beginners, and she loved it as well. So we have you to thank for that recommendation. Barbara says, I'm at work. Boo. Yeah, boo. Nadine, that sounds really good. Cajun. Hi, everyone. Reading Peril at Owl Park, Aggie Morton, #2. Yay. Hope to get to that one soon.
I want to read that one, but it's like a 4-week wait. I had that on my list, and now I'm like...
That sucks.
It says there's only like one person waiting, so I'm hoping maybe they'll finish it like really quick.
Or just return it.
Yeah.
Give it to... It's almost like if you could message the person, like, excuse me.
Are you reading that?
Yeah. I promise I'll give it right back to you.
I'll read it real quick.
Yeah, right? Barbara says I got Happy Place on audio. Excellent. Hi, Emily. I'm reading The Deacon House Murders, a Japanese take on And Then There Were None. Ooh, that
I've
sounds
heard
good.
that book was pretty good. I don't know. I haven't tried it.
It'd be a fun one to try. Melly. Hello, Melly. Hi, I started Game Changer by Piper Lawson this morning. 100 pages in so far. Fantastic. Hi, Tina. Hi, y'all. I am not in the mood to read tonight, but I'm cleaning my room. If she wasn't cleaning, I'd be surprised.
I was going to say, yeah, organizing, cleaning.
This time, I'm actually going to clean instead of going on TikTok. All right, that's fair. And maybe crocheting. Okay. Nadine, Hannah G. I'll be picking up my library copy of Happy Place tomorrow. I like Emily Henry's writing. Yeah. She's
I've
pretty
not
good.
tried her yet, but my friend likes hers.
The only one I read is The People We Met on Vacation, and it was good. I liked it. Tina says, I'm crocheting my mom a flower bouquet for Mother's Day. Oh, that's lovely. I really like that idea. Pat, good evening, everyone. I started reading last night, Shallow Grave by Cassie Miles, Harlequin Intrigue, February 2023. I'm halfway. Definitely will finish it tonight. That's fantastic. She is a great author. Nadine says, Kindle, character's best friend is Julia Child. So that adds to the fun. Oh, that's delightful.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
Yep. Hi, Nina. Hi, everyone. I'm finishing Steeped in Secrets by Lauren Elliott tonight. Excellent. Kindle says, okay, now you've got me. Click plus buy plus download. Check. All right, we're officially in a live show. Someone has purchased a book.
Yep, that's what I was going to say. Check.
Yay, Nadine. I have the weekend off, so it's my end of the work week treat. Just got snacks and dinner. Tina, that sounds very interesting and will last a lot longer. And a Mexican food, Sarah, it's for Cinco de Mayo. I know, I said that to Garrett. He said no. The problem is up here, we do not have any good Mexican places. We have Taco Bell. Like, so that's, you know.
We don't go to Mexican places very much because the one place that we do like to go has gotten like extremely expensive. Took my dad there for his birthday and it was $31 for 2 people and that was with water.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, no.
Very good food, but it was like, oh, I could have made tacos at home for cheaper.
Right? We have one place, it's called Lone Star. So it's more like Texas. And they do amazing fajitas, but Garrett and I ordered them one time. It was like $70. I'm like, for fajitas for 2 people, I'm like, is the chef coming to my house to make them? What's the situation? Like, never again.
Yeah, that's it. I was like, you look at the price of them, I was like, oh my gosh.
I know.
Dad's like, I like
really
that place, but man, and I was like, I thought you would eat Long John Silver's, but no, you had
It's like we went to a different, because we've been going to Denny's, and I always think of you. We've been going to Denny's on Sunday mornings, right? So this last week, Garrett says, well, let's go to, I think it was Perkins. I think you guys have Perkins in the States, right? And we went there, and both of us were so disappointed. I'm like, we should have just gone to Denny's. When in doubt, go to Denny's.
Yeah.
Mark says, hi, I am current on my series, The Island. Excellent. Oh, and thank you, Pat. Yes, don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you. A couple more comments, then we'll jump into our first sprint. Purple says, hello, I'm reading Witchlings by Clarabelle A. Ortega for middle grade May. That sounds fun.
Cool. I've read her, the Ghost Squad by her. I really enjoyed it. I haven't tried the Witchling yet.
Oh, okay. That sounds really good. I like anything witchy. Tina says, yes, it'll last a long time. Also, the flowers are really easy, but wrapping a bunch of skewers in yarn is really annoying. I can imagine. I can imagine. Sorry, I'm just getting the cat set up here. Set times. And Crystal, I'm reading In Tune with Wedding Bells by Grace Livingston Hill. Excellent. I know Elizabeth likes her.
I'll be going downstairs to get me something, just so everybody knows.
All right. We're going to jump into our first sprint, 45 minutes, everybody, till the top of the hour. So happy reading, everybody. So how did everybody do?
I did pretty good. I'm about 94 pages into Nessie Quest, which is like 29% on the audiobook. The audiobook's
Fantastic.
fun because they're in Scotland, so they're talking to all these Scottish people, and so it's got the little accents.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check that one out for sure. I love it.
It's really cute. I really like Hammy Bean. He's like my favorite character so far. He's a little blind boy who he writes a article about the Loch Ness monster. He's like, his mom was real famous for hunting the Loch Ness monster, and now he does it. And he has like his boat, and she's like, "How can you be on this boat if you're blind?" Or whatever. But yeah, he does the tours and stuff like that. But he's adorable. He's like 10 years old, and he's like my favorite so far. He's funny. His name is Hamish Bean Tibby, but everybody calls him Hammy Bean.
Aww.
She was trying to describe him to this other boy, Dax, that she met. She goes, his name's Ham and Bean. She goes, something like ham and bean casserole.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm pretty sure it's not casserole. She's like, yeah, I know it's ham and beans. It's close, ham and beans, and it's ham and beans.
When you said how was he on or driving or being on the boat, it reminded me of my uncle when I was younger. He's like, did you ever notice when you go to like apartment buildings, you know how they put like the braille on like the elevator? He goes, how come braille's on the parking garage one? The dog's driving. I don't know. Oh, I got to about 20% of Sisters of Luna Island, and it's really cute. They all have their own like smell ability. Like the main character Marigold, she can smell secrets and, you know, stuff like that. So I just think it's really creative from the author to do like scents and smells.
Yeah, that is cool.
So, yeah. I like it so far. It's cute.
Melissa Savage, like I looked her up or whatever, and she's also like a child like therapist or whatever. So it makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense with her books because a lot of her books have like kids are either dealing with like loss or some kind of ability, like, you know, the one kid's blind, and the main character, like she's like afraid of everything. She like thinks she believes in ghosts and all these things. They're staying at this, it's a B&B, but it used to be an abbey, so it's like really creepy. And she's like, if the ghosts come and get me in the middle of the night, because she just thinks it's full of ghosts and it's scary. And even in like Karma Moon, I think like she was dealing with anxiety or something, and
she was dealing with anxiety.
Yeah.
Yes, you're correct. Yeah, so I like how it was like kind of magical. Like usually with contemporary middle grade, you get a lot, and there's nothing wrong with it, but you usually get a lot of like they're dealing with some sort of a problem, right? Like anxiety or depression. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas with like the other ones, they're you have that as well, but you also get this great magical or mystical element with it, right? And I think that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like hit or miss with contemporary middle grade because I don't like the ones that are like super heavy, but if they've got like a kind of fun, like the Nessie Quest, it's fun, you're having fun with it, but you're also learning about how he deals with being blind too, because she wants to know, he writes the newsletter on the computer, and she's like, do you mind if I ask you about not being able to see? And he's like, sure, ask away, you know. And she's like, how do you see what's on the computer? You know, how do you do that? And he's like this. And he goes, sure. And so he starts typing on the computer, and all these words start speaking, you know, it starts speaking and stuff. And they're like,
oh, yes.
Cool, you know. I mean, so, you know, kids are learning all about that kind of stuff. So I like it when it's entertaining as well as, you know.
For sure. Learning something and entertaining. That's always good. Jump back in the comments, and I noticed the one that I left it on is author. This is a Harlequin author. She's hoping I can finish reading Hard Rock Gargoyle by Maggie Mayhem, an indie monster romance. And I know she has a new book coming out. So, Hannah, I hope you're okay with this. I'm just going to share a screen very quickly because this book comes out at the beginning of June. It's a Harlequin romance. I looked it up when we were on the sprint. And the cover looks so cute. So there we go, guys. It comes out June the 1st on the Harlequin website. Go read it. She's a local. I'm pretty sure you're local to me, right?
Interesting title. That
Titans.
kind of makes me curious.
But yeah, the baby swap. Like,
The baby swap.
whose baby was being
Okay.
swapped. Oh, that's funny. So yes, so thank you for joining us. I appreciate that. But I wanted to give you a shout.
And I just like
She's
love that
always-
she was reading indie monster romance.
right? And very supportive too. Kay just said, "Oh, that's sweet," but she has a book. Hello, Rabbit. Hi, I'm starting The Haunting of Alexandria by V. Castro tonight. That's exciting. And it says, yes, that's the same author. Stranger Danger, except when they have a book. It's right, yes. Says, oh my god, that title is amazing. Applegate is very popular with middle grade kids at the library. Yes, I can imagine. Hello, just finished watching Queen Charlotte, so I'm on a historical fiction high. What did you think about it? I've heard mixed things. It's the prequel or something to the Bridgertons. It's on Netflix. So
oh, okay. I was like, I don't even know
what
Queen Charlotte is. I guess.
Yeah, it's one of the characters that was in Bridgerton. I haven't decided if I want to watch it, but a lot of people are saying you have to watch it before you watch season 3. So I don't know. Anyway, Barbara says she's on page 335.
They have it to where you have to watch it. You know.
You know what though? Does that mean people who haven't read the books? Because this character was not in the books. So
also it's just like a character they put into the TV show.
Correct. And I mean, I like the character, don't get me wrong. But, you know, like maybe they mean for those who haven't read the books. That's my guess. Barbara's on page 335. Well done, Barbara. You're getting there.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Almost less than 1,000 pages left. PK, TGIF. When I get home, I'll be reading Andrea Penrose's second in Wexford and Sloane historical mystery series.
Love that
Picking up Papa Murphy's on the way home. I'm assuming that sounds like pizza. Okay, that's right. Tina, yes. Title hooked me for sure. It's giving me sexy Hallmark vibes. If sexy Hallmark vibes existed. If it's sexy, I don't think it's Hallmark. Just a guess. Rabbit says, I've started Queen Charlotte 2. I think it's going to be a good series. Oh, yeah. I'm glad your mom liked Happy. Yes, she did. Just finished watching Queen's. Oh, yeah. So there we go. Oops. Tina says, yeah, I wish you could have message the person like before you and behind you in the library waiting list. Yeah, behind you too. I'm almost done, I promise. I know it can get sketchy being able to message a complete stranger, but you could have a quick conversation about the priority of the book, and it could help. And it could be anonymous, you know, because like, I'm the person behind you. Are you, you know, like no names or anything.
Yeah, just an anonymous message from, you know.
Like on the Libby app can build that into, you know.
That way it's controlled, you know, it's on the Libby app.
Right? Yeah. I know. Like, I'm a really fast reader. I can have it to you in 2 days. Exactly. It's brilliant. Get a box of tissues ready for the tears coming. Okay, so it's sad. Interesting. Melly says, I have a hold on Queen Charlotte at the library. Think I was 125 in line. Could be months. So they wrote did Julia Quinn write a book? Okay, now I'm really curious.
I was like, now we're all like, wait a second. I was like,
how do I not know this? Queen Charlotte, Julia Quinn book. Well then. All right. Looks like we'll be buying that this weekend.
Okay, so
no, we will not be buying it. It's $18.99 for the Kindle edition.
So you're just gonna be in line. You're gonna be 126 in line.
Pretty freaking much. Yeah. Wow. $18.99. That's ludicrous. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and how big is the book? I mean, is it like one of those like little prequels that are, or is it not?
No, it's a 340. It's a full-length novel.
But still, I mean, that's
for a book that's eventually going to come out as a mass market paperback.
It's because of who the author is. You know,
You're right, and the fact that it's
she's pretty
Shonda,
famous. She's got the Netflix show, and so they're going to try to get that money.
That's what I mean. It's not even available at the Toronto Public Library.
You know, and
Wow, interesting.
She probably doesn't have, you know, anything to do with that. I mean, it's the publishers, and they're gonna.
Oh, you know what? It hasn't been released yet. May the 9th.
Oh,
Place
okay.
hold. Oh, I'm
There
number
we go.
10. I'm number
Hey,
10.
there you
Yay.
go.
Okay. Yay. All right. Anyway, back to the comments. Thank you very much for enabling.
Yeah.
Mark says, happy Cinco de Mayo. That's right. Happy. Have to have a tequila or margarita or something. Hannah says, hi, everyone. Just started Beach Read by Emily Henry. I think we might have our bingo with Emily Henry in this
Yeah.
in this live show. Barbara, I must be different. $30 is not bad for 2 people. It depends on where you go, right? Especially if the place is usually fairly inexpensive.
Yeah, I guess. Well, these days it's not that bad, but you know, you just can't eat out very cheap anymore. And when you're on like a limited budget, it's a little expensive.
Absolutely. And you want to make sure you're getting, especially when you're on a budget, you want to make sure you're getting a bang for your buck kind of an idea, right? I hope you managed to get it sooner. Pat says, I checked with my library about Aggie Morton, Body Under the Piano, and I am the 30th person on hold for it. 2 major bills needed to be paid this month, so I cannot get the book until next month. Oh, that's too bad. I'm hoping there are my copies available soon, or I might just have to buy a copy. I would, but not at that price. And yes, you're saying the same thing. I'll just buy the Kindle version. Let me know how much it is in the US. I'm curious. Hi, Jessica. Hello, everyone. I'll be continuing with Beyond a Reasonable Donut by Ginger Bolton. I'm 50% into it and still loving the Deputy Donut series. Those have the cutest titles and covers. Hi, everyone. I'm reading Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, a fantasy. I have about 70 pages left. Great job, Karen.
It's $14.99 on Kindle.
Okay. That's about comparable when you talk about the exchange rate too.
Yeah.
So that's still pricey for. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be that person, but
it's so much more expensive when you're just across like the way. Like, I mean, it's not. You're not even that far away, like Canada.
It's the dollar. It's the exchange rate, right? That's what it is. That's my thing though. Is more like I've already spent. Do I have it here? I've already spent $150 to buy a Kindle. Right now, you're asking me to spend another $20 on a book, right? Like it just—that's my complaint with ebooks. Sorry.
I'm really picky about my ebooks too. Like I always wait and put things on a wish list and see if they ever come on like a sale.
I do the same thing, yes, and then I'll wait till they drop the price.
It depends, and it depends on who the author is, but I really don't like to spend more than like $4.99 probably, somewhere around there.
And not that I don't want to support the author. I am more than happy to support an author. There's supporting an author, and then there's when I've gone on and I've looked at books that the paperback is cheaper than the Kindle edition, there's problems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
And when that happens, I wish I had Amazon Prime because then I would just get the paperback. But then I have to pay for shipping, and so I was like, well, then it's just as much to buy it.
Absolutely. Yep. Susan says, hi, everyone. I'm reading The Sacred Bridge by Anne Hilderman, number 25 in the Leaphorn and Chi series. Interesting.
Oh, wow. I'm like on number 3 on that series. I just started. I'm still trying to figure out who in the world Chi is. I actually looked ahead because I'm like, I don't get why it's called Leaphorn and Chi. There is no Chi. He doesn't come into like book 4 or 5 or something like that.
Oh, that's funny.
So like,
that's funny.
You know, but I think at first, it was called the Navajo Mysteries or something like that. And then I guess whenever he brought in like this other investigator, they might have changed it.
Oh,
yeah, it's
okay.
That makes sense. Weird because it's called Leaphorn and Chi, and I'm like, I don't know who Chi is.
I have yet to meet this person.
Because I think like there's a couple of books where it's just this Chi character and Leaphorn's not in it, and then they finally get together as like so it's kind of strange, but it's from the 70s. We'll just give it that.
Oh, Okay, then say no more. Sharon says, happy reading. I just joined. Welcome, welcome. Reading a library book. The Best Is Yet to Come by Debbie Macomber tonight on page 38. How long are you sprinting? We'll probably be here till about maybe 9:30-ish or so. It's Friday.
Yeah.
We'll see. Barbara, am I even here unless I bought a book? Exactly. Alicia says, Crenshaw is sad, funny, and good. Almost halfway. Read a couple more comments here. Emily got 22 pages, or read 22 pages. Cav says, I do love a good witchy cozy, and this one is fantastic. Read 50 pages. Great job. Purple Reinhardt's 48 pages and finished Dangerous Alterations.
Cool.
Well done.
I haven't even started that one yet. Cool.
What did you think about it? Let us know. Hannah made it to 32%. Kindle 50 pages of Vacation Wars. I was laughing out loud. That's fun. 22% in Ghostlight. I can't wait. That's on my TBR for next week. Ania says, I finished my book. Great job. And we'll start Bread Over Troubled Waters by Winnie Archer next sprint. Sharon read 20 pages. Annie, 27 pages. Chapter 6 of The Sacred Bridge. 36%. I love Aggie and Hector. Yeah, I do too. I just think that they're just so delightful. I showered. Well done, Barbara. Whoops. Come on. 40 pages and 20 pages left. You can get it done. Cheryl, hi everyone. Just got home from work a little bit ago, listening to On Air with Zoe Washington and reading Fateful Words by Paige Shelton. I've seen that Zoe Washington book. It looks really cute.
Yeah, I think that's a series, I think. It's a middle grade one, I think. Okay. And Fateful Words is the Scottish Bookshop series. How are you liking that one, Sherry? Because I still need to get to that one. I have it like in my library Libby queue, but it's like, will I get to it? I don't know.
The never-ending list of stuff, right?
Yep. Well, that's my problem is I have too much stuff that I have out from, like, that's where I have to, I'm not going to get to that one, put it back, put myself back on hold. I'm not going to get to that one, put it back on hold.
Well, I had my list for books I was going to read for middle grade May, and then all of a sudden I go to the library and I'm like, well, I'm not reading this ones anymore. I'm reading these ones now. I just took out.
Yeah, and I did that too because like Zombie-a-thon, and everybody's like, well, you can read little middle grade zombie books, and so I was like, okay, so that's what I've been doing. So I'm like, okay, now I've got all these zombie books, and it's like, what? I just read like my big fat zombie goldfish.
That sounds hilarious. That sounds hilarious.
It was cute.
Tina said, YouTube and eat some ice cream. Fabulous. That sounds like a great sprint. We'll just read a couple more comments and then we'll jump back into another sprint because my dinner is downstairs. Pat says, did not read during the sprint. A friend of mine works at our local library, came by and she checked all 4 libraries in the area. No copy of Aggie Morton available. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I don't know why it's so hard. Like, I think only one library out of all the libraries I have for like my Libby has it. And it's like, why?
Yeah, my local my libraries have it on Libby, or not Libby. They have it on Libby. And when I was at the library on Wednesday, their copies were there on the shelves. So who knows? I wonder though for us, because it's a Canadian author, if there's more copies available, if that makes sense.
Could be.
Yeah.
Or it's just more known about maybe too, because like maybe, we don't know about it.
Perhaps. He says, I saw Queen Charlotte's first episode last night. It's good. Excellent. Barbara, have you ever sent in the postcard for 2 free Harlequin books? I just got my 2 books and 2 free gifts. Make sure, though, Barbara, to cancel it if you do not want any more, because they will very quickly continue to charge you for those. Ask me how I know.
Yes, I've been wrapped up in those things, too.
I know, right? Happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone. Just thought I'd pop in and say, hola. About to head out to get some good old tacos. Well, enjoy. Do you want to jump into like a 40? Should we do a 40? Let's do a 35-minute sprint.
Sure. And what are you having to eat tonight? I heard something about
Very
pickle.
boring. We ordered. Garrett picked at the Pickle Barrel, so he got like a corned beef sandwich, and I wasn't feeling like a big thing of food, so I'm getting like pasta with like butter and parm and a Caesar salad.
Oh, beats my peanut butter and jelly.
Makes life easy. Hey, that sounds delicious. Don't knock a good PB and J.
Yeah,
or
pretty tasty though. Yeah,
for dinner because that's delicious too.
yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like I need something quick, and that was quick. So
Right? Exactly. So happy reading, everybody. Since there's no kitty cat, how did everybody do?
Yeah, I was like, uh-oh, where'd she go?
I was casting on my mittens, and all of a sudden I look up and I've got blue screen of death, and I'm like, oh, fudge.
And then I was like, well, crap, I don't even know how much time was left on the timer to even know when to come back or whatever. So I was like, if she's not back by the top of the hour, I'll just come on and holler at people until hopefully you come back.
There you go. Yeah, so I'm on my work computer and, whatever. And thank gosh, because my other one is still booting back up. I was having this problem late last year where it would just suddenly just shut down for no reason. So
mine freezes. I hate that. Like sometimes, like even when like I'm on, like it'll like it goes black and like it freezes, and I can still like hear, I'm talking and you guys can hear me, and I'm like, I don't know what they're seeing on their end, but I'm not seeing anything. And then it comes back, and I'm like, whew.
It's all good. It's all good. So how'd you do?
Pretty good. I got to 9% on A Field of Screams by Wendy Paris. It's cute.
Nice.
She's like obsessed with like ghosts and things like that. She loves ghost stories and things about ghosts and all that stuff. And she's having to go stay with her some relatives that she doesn't know very well. They're kind of down on their luck, and the mom's gonna go there and get some writing because she's getting her PhD, and maybe there'll be like some nice writing time, downtime. But for poor Rebecca, she's coming. She has to babysit the 2-year-old cousin while the parents are working, so she can get a little money. They pay her to do that, so it's not very fun for her for the summer. But like right outdoor, they're in an old farmhouse, and outdoor there's like the cornfields and all that stuff. So she's anticipating maybe being able to at least find a ghost while she's there.
Of course. Of course. I got about 4 chapters read of Nancy Drew. So that was fun. And I had my dinner, which was meh. They forgot my salad. So, that's a thing. Yeah. I'm like, that's the part I was really looking forward to.
Now, the important part is, did you pay for it?
Unfortunately, yeah. So I put a thing through Uber Eats, and I'm like, I'm missing. So they're going to reimburse.
Okay. I was going to say, because, it was like, I hate that whenever you pay for it and you look at it and it's like, wait, something's missing.
Mm-hmm. Drives me crazy. PK says, tomorrow's plan is to read like crazy and watch King Charles III's coronation. King Chuck.
My plans are to read like crazy and not watch King Charles III.
I do kind of want to see it just because I want to see the outfits. I want to see the hats.
The fascinators.
Right?
I seen that on Good Morning America this morning. Lara was trying on all these different hats and stuff.
Yep. I mean, whatever your thoughts are on the monarchy, it is what it is, right? We are part of the Commonwealth, so she's on our money and all that stuff, which means he's going to be on our money. Oh, that's weird.
Which means all new money.
I do not want to open my wallet and see Charles. But I just think it's something I may never see in my lifetime again. You know what I mean?
It is something like that. Yeah. I mean, because she's been there for like ever. So
yeah, she was there like 75 years. I think she reigned for
something
Diamond Jubilee or something like that. Anyway, and he's been chomping at the bit to get here. So
yeah, and it's weird too because he's fairly old too, right?
He's in his 70s
or whatever. So I mean, he's not going to be probably reigning for very long before we're going to have like William. Whatever, so
yeah, because that's what my manager is actually from the UK. She's from London, and she's very much, of course, a royalist, a royal watcher, and stuff like that. We were talking about it at the end of the day today. She said she's getting her daughters up at 5 a.m. to watch the coronation tomorrow. Yeah, and I'm like, I can just imagine. The girl's like, really, Mom?
like I could be doing something a whole lot more fun.
Like sleeping.
Yeah. Sleeping.
Just tape it.
Be playing video games, reading a book, something.
Just tape it. I'll get to it later, Mom. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Mark says, I have been currently reading the Explorer Academy, which I find really interesting because I am already on the 6th chapter. Fantastic.
I seen that book at the library the other day. I was like, oh, I know somebody who keeps talking about that Explorer Academy. I was like, I haven't seen that. Oh no, she's frozen. Come back to me, Sarah. Come back.
Oh, all right. I think we're gonna finish off the comments and call it because I think that I'm just not gonna have good computer night.
I was like, she's frozen. Come back to me. Come back.
Hannah said, yeah, $18.99 for a Kindle version. Exactly. Still a lot. I would wait till the mass market paperback comes out. That's my plan.
Yeah.
Be right back. I'll support the author and buy a physical copy. I concur. Cajun says Kindle prices goes down when the paperback comes out, which makes no sense, but I've noticed it several times. You're absolutely correct. When it's released on a hardcover, it's jacked up for some reason. Kindle says, don't even get me started on these Kindle prices. I may need to change my name if these prices don't come down. I'll change it to Empty Kindle and Coffee Cups. Most books are $13.99. Paperback is $9.99. Yep.
You know, one of my favorite publishers, it's a UK publisher, and they're called Bookature, and they do a lot of like thrillers and cozy mysteries and romances and things like that. They have, you can sign up for their newsletter or whatever, and they have a deal where they drop like a book in your email, you know. Ooh. And it's 99 cents was $3.99. Maybe it's $1.99 was $4.99. So every day, pretty much every day, they have a deal. So I've racked up quite a few of those because, like, or sometimes they're free, but it's like, 99 cents. Ooh, 99.
I like their stuff.
Yeah,
they publish a lot of chick lit too.
Yes, a lot of chick lit and stuff like that. Yeah.
They publish for that. There is not. There we go. Notice how some popular authors' books only come out on hardcover first, and sometimes it's up to a year before the paperback. Yep. That's been standard practice for years, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, that's why I said they try to get what they can out of you before.
Absolutely. In my opinion, hardcover should be on demand or just for libraries. Like the average person, like who's really buying, like unless it's like an author you really, really love, most people are not generally buying hardcovers, to my understanding anyway.
Hardcovers, I think, are for collectors and stuff, like those that want to collect books and things like that stuff.
But like a trade paperback, those are great, you know? I like a good trade paperback. I'm really enjoying it. Still my favorite series by her. Excellent. Storm, she is in most of the books, but not the earliest ones.
Yeah.
Now it's really called Leaphorn, Chi, and Minluto series. She is a female officer who joins about midway through the series. Oh, so you're getting all the characters.
I'm just curious, does she come in whenever the daughter starts writing the books? I'm just curious because I do know. I mean, he like passes away, and then like his daughter, I think, started writing them afterwards, and is still writing them. I think today. I think.
Is it more of a police procedural type story?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Interesting. Kat says, hi, everyone. Reading The ABC of Murder at the Cape Bookstore by Maddie Day. Yeah, it really isn't fair. Who can afford the cost of hardcovers these days? Libraries will always go for them, but otherwise most readers will wait for the paperback. And I understand it for a library because it holds up better, right? Like through multiple.
Yeah, because then they can put that plastic cover thing on them.
Exactly. And there's, to me, library books have always been hardcover. Like that sound of the plastic on a hardcover, that's a library noise.
And the only way I can read a hardcover with the dust jacket on.
True enough.
I will take it off any other time. So.
Yep. Cajun says, I agree. I saw some paperbacks for $13.99 or $14.99 today on Amazon, which is as bad as the Kindle version being that much. I concur. Hi, Tiffany. Wanted to say hello. Been home since Wednesday. Was going crazy and went in today and was sent home. I watched the whole first season of Gilmore Girls. Have a good night. Oh, feel better, Tiffany. Pat read 25 pages. I read 33. Kindle read 45. Whoops. Anime at 45%. Fantastic. Read 8% of Bread Over Troubled Water. Got to 42%. Page 94. Well done. Made it 62%. You guys rock. Got to 25%. I was looking for a book to fill the Kindle challenge I need. What's the challenge? 341. Oh, well done, Barbara. Read 20 more pages. Beach read is really good so far. It's probably your computer fan. My old laptop. You should shut off and then reboot whenever. Yes, I think you're right because I can feel like it's warm. I've got it rebooted again now and it's sitting beside me, but I'm going to shut it down, I think, after and give it a little rest. Or see if my husband knows, like, if I can get a fan or something for it. Nadine says 40 pages left in Mastering the Art of French Murder. Finish it tonight, depending on how the last 40 pages go. It may be a 4 or a 5-star. Liking it a lot. That is fantastic. Hannah loved Beach Read. Mark. Finished my monster romance, and now I'm finishing off a Ruby Dixon sci-fi romance. Is that one of the Blue Planet Barbarian
I was gonna say,
thingies?
is that an alien one?
Yeah.
Like, I think she has other ones, but that's like what she's known for is her like blue alien romance.
Yeah. Ice Planet Barbarians. That's what it's called. Oh, the Kentucky Derby's on. Is that on this weekend? Sunday. My grandmother always loved watching. She'd always bet she'd always pick a horse to bet on. We used to bet in our family, like we'd all watch it together and we'd all put 50 cents in and bet,
Yeah.
I should wear a fascinator for that. Sari, 73. You'll see another king in your lifetime. Who knows? He might live as long as his mom.
I was gonna say, I mean, if he has long life like she does, I mean, it could be, but yeah.
Right. And is like both of his parents lived quite a long time, like into their 90s. So, who knows? I to be honest, I love a good royal wedding just because of the pageantry. That's what I want to see. I'm waiting for what's the kid's name? George. I'm waiting for George to get married. You're 10 now, man. Do something. Kate says, I like the pageantry. If I'm awake, then I'll watch. That's fair. Nadine, that's what I was thinking. But Charles is old. We'll live to see another coronation, hopefully. Yeah, I hope so. Not that I want someone to die, but I just think it would be very interesting.
I mean, even if he was to live another like 20 years, we would be old, but we'd still see it.
Well, I mean, even by then, William will be old because I think William's about my age. Like he's in his 40s, I think, right? So for him to take the reins, I guess, in his 60s makes sense.
Yeah.
Getting ready for bed. Good night and sweet dreams. Y'all have. Are we having a sprint tomorrow? No, there is no sprint tomorrow because our little friend Tiffany is under the weather. So hopefully she'll be feeling better soon.
The next sprint will be on Monday, which I think is my channel. I think.
Yeah, because it was Lee's last week.
Yeah. Okay.
Just have a good night. Before ebooks, I certainly wasn't hauling a hardback around in my purse. I always got paperback. So true. And I have a swell idea. I can buy the book, read it, and send it to Sarah. She reads it and then sends it to Storm, who else wants to read it, and the last person sends it back to me. We can see how we like it.
Hey, I've seen some people do that. Like they'll write in the margins or whatever, like what they think about certain parts, and then send it to the next, and the other one does things and writes on it. Yeah.
Yes. That would be a lot of fun, I think. And the notes in the book. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Annie read 23 pages. Great job, Annie. Susan says, I'm not sure if Bernie came in before or after Anne started writing the books. I really enjoy her writing. Hi, girls. Just popping in to say hello. It's been a full day going to watch an episode of the Clone Wars with my husband. We're watching everything Star Wars in timeline order. I'm sending Garrett to your house and he can watch all those with you. Cajun says, is it the sci-fi challenge? My evil mother is on KU and short and it works for it. Well, there you go. Elizabeth says, just started The Exiles by Christina Baker Klein for book club. I read that last year, Elizabeth, and I really liked it. Hannah says, my loves the Derby. My mom. That makes more sense. Today was the Oaks and tomorrow is the Derby. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was Sunday. Okay. Thank you.
I've never gotten into like the Kentucky Derby or any of that stuff. It's a sport. I don't do sports. Our family was not sports oriented, so I didn't grow up watching anything like that. Yeah, so
We've actually gone to like because we have a racetrack not far from us, and I've gone several times to watch the horses race because I think it's a lot of fun. But what always kills me is that like they're like, "Yay to the jockey," and I'm like, "The jockey did nothing. He sat there. The horse did all the work. Why isn't the horse getting, like?"
yeah, he's just along for the ride.
Yeah, the horse is like, "Hello, sugar cubes."
Yeah. I think it would be fun to go and see one, like that,
Live.
all of that stuff. Like, I mean, I've seen a baseball game, and I've seen a major league, I've seen a minor league. I wouldn't
Mhm.
mind seeing like a football or a hockey game like once or
Mhm.
something like that live, but just watching it on the TV, to me it's boring. I could be
Yeah.
doing something different than
Yeah.
sitting there watching.
And the thing is too with the horse racing, like, my grandfather was he loved betting on the ponies. But, when you're there in that environment, and you bet $2 on a race, right? But everyone around you is losing their ever-loving minds
Yeah.
about this horse race, and they're screaming and yelling, and it's just this
Yeah,
atmosphere.
the closer they get to the the
Yeah,
end,
it's
yeah.
pretty cool, actually. It's pretty cool.
And then all the mad faces that you see after they lost all their money.
Precisely. Yeah.
You know who won? The one is, yeah!
Exactly. And you can actually go to the stables and like walk around and like see the horses up close.
yeah,
Because there are some people who are like very like, I want this certain horse that you know what I mean? Like, and my aunt, she always says, I just bet on the gray horses. If it's a gray horse, I will bet on it.
well, like there's the Murder She Wrote episode or whatever where they're at the tracks or whatever, and the way that they're betting, it's like, their name is Scarlet something, and she's wearing red, and she, this, it's gonna be that one, and they're in gate 6. It's always gate 6 on a Monday, or
Yeah.
whatever it is. And it's like, okay.
My grandfather was such a he loved betting on the ponies so much that after he passed away, we had a family reunion at the track in his honor. And it was fun. So my brother and I were old enough to bet. So we're looking through the racing form, right? And my grandfather's name was Gordon, and there was a horse racing called Gordon's Legacy. And my brother and I went, we're going to make $1 million, right? We're like betting down our money on this horse. I think it's still racing. I think
was it stuck at the gate? Did it?
Yeah. And I said, somewhere Grandpa's killing himself laughing.
Like, gotcha.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. You fell for it. Amy says Kindle has their reading challenge in the insights page. I need a sci-fi or fantasy book that is on their list. I'm going to do Electric Idol by Katie Robert. Oh, excellent. Okay. Oh, I'll have to look to see about that. I've never looked at that page. I just read on my Kindle. I never think to look at that. Cajun says, oh, how cute. Aggie is writing her mother a letter, and it looks like a child's handwriting, not the font of a book. I love
it when they
physical editions of those books. They're just delightful. Absolutely delightful. I've been to the horse races before. It's so fun. Yeah, everyone is so dressed up. The other one I like is the steeplechase as well, where they're like in a buggy, and like the horse is like, it's like, oh, this is what the Amish would be doing.
I like those ones when they're in that little bitty like thing, and they got the little horses, and they're like, I like those. Those are fun.
Yeah. That is fun. All right, everybody. Unfortunately, I want to do another sprint, but I don't want to chance my computer. So thank you, everybody, for joining. So no sprints this weekend. Over on the Discord, probably people will be sprinting, so definitely check there.
Yeah, and if you're on the Discord and you want to start one, just do it. I mean,
absolutely,
somebody will find you and join in, probably.
Absolutely. And what do you got coming up on your channel, Storm?
Well, I just posted my April wrap up. It was just kind of my tops and bottoms type of wrap up and stuff. So really short and sweet, compared to the gigantic one from the other ones.
Nice. My weekly TBR is coming out tomorrow as soon as I film it.
Yay.
But yeah, so next YouTube sprints will be on Storm's channel on Monday. So good night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.